In the earlier session, as I told you, favorable balances means if balance is given as per cash book, then we need to see in the passbook that the passbook is showing increased balance or whether the passbook is showing decreased balance. Accordingly, we will make the adjustments. Okay, if the balance is given as per the passbook, then we will see the cash book whether the cash book is showing increased balance or whether the cash book is showing the decreased balance. So accordingly we will make the adjustments. You will come to know while solving the problems. So we will start with the problem number 2, that is in your book. As I said you that I will be referring from your book only. So we will start with the problem 2. This from problem 2 there are favorable balance problems. The problem 1 is as overdraft balance as per cash book, so it is an unfavorable balance, so we will solve it later on. First we will see about the favorable balance problems. So in the problem number 2, the question is on 31st March 2008 a merchant compared his compared his passbook with his cash book and found following differences. The first difference is checks amounting to rupees 2500 were paid in on 27th March, that is in the month of March. Okay, out of which checks of value rupees 800 were credited in the passbook on 4th April. So, at the end of the question, they have given the cash book disclosed a debit balance of 7,579 as on 31st March. Okay, so it is a favorable balance. Means in the cash book, we should always have, as I said you in the earlier session, we should always have a debit balance. Debit balance represents more receipts, means more profit to the customer, that is to the owner of the entity. So the cash book should always show the debit balance. So it is a favorable balance to the customer of the bank. The cash book of the customer should always show the debit balance. So here in this question, they gave the debit balance as per cash book 7579, that is a favorable balance to the customer. So in this question, we need to see what all the changes means the passbook is showing increased balance or decreased balance. Accordingly, we will make the adjustments. Okay, so let us start with the first bit, that is checks amounting to rupees 2500 were paid on 27th March, that is in the month of March, out of which checks value 800 were credited in the passbook on 4th April. So on 4th April, the amount of check, that is 800, was credited in the passbook. So So in this question, we need to understand whether the passbook is showing increased balance or decreased balance. See, it is the receipt to the customer. See, it is the receipt to the customer, and it is a receipt to the customer, and the customer recorded this receipt in his books, but the rupees 800 is not recorded in the passbook. Means our passbook is showing the reduced balance. Okay, the passbook, it is a receipt, and the in passbook it should be credited. It should get credited actually as on 27th March, but it is not credited. It is credited on 4th April. So the passbook is showing decreased balance. The passbook is showing decreased balance. Therefore, we need to deduct 800 from the balance as per cash book. Did you get this first transaction which I have explained now? Any doubts? Am I going fast? Is it clear? Yeah. So we have the balance as per passbook. In the question they have given as per cash book. Sorry, as per cash book. So we need to see what is happening in the passbook. So in passbook, what is happening? The amount is not credited. It is not credited on 27th March. Therefore, the passbook is showing less balance because the banker did not recorded the receipt as on 27th March. Since the passbook is showing the reduced balance, that is receipt ante, if receipt is not recorded, it means it is showing the reduced balance. Otherwise our passbook would have shown 800 balance, so that our balance would get increased by 800. So the passbook is showing reduced balance. That is the reason we need to deduct it from the balance as per cash book. Am I clear with the first one? Shall we go to the second one? Yes. Okay. Checks totaling rupees 4,000 were issued during the month of March, out of which checks of value 900 were debited in the passbook after 31st March. Means we are reducing the balance from the cash book. Means debit. Sorry, out of the checks value were debited in the passbook, ante it is expense to the business because it is getting debited in the passbook. Debited in the passbook. Debited in the passbook means it is an expenditure to the customer. That's why it is getting debited. In the cash book, we might have credited. We might have credited. We means the customer of the bank might have credited, but the bank has debited in the passbook, that is after 31st March. So the in the passbook the expenditure is not yet decreased in the month of March. Therefore, the passbook will be showing the increased balance. So in the passbook it is showing increased balance because the bank has not made the payment or not deducted the amount of 900. So in the passbook it is showing the increased balance by rupees 900. Therefore, we need to add the amount of 900 to the debit balance as per cash book. Am I cleared with this? Okay. So, next one. There was a debit of rupees 20 for bank charges in the passbook. Means in the passbook they are deducting the amount of 50 on behalf of the sorry, amount of 20 on behalf of the account holder. Okay, in the passbook there was a debit of rupees 20 bank charges in the passbook. Means they are deducting the amount from the passbook, the banker is deducting. So the passbook is showing the reduced balance. Therefore, we need to deduct rupees 20 from the debit balance as per cash book. Am I cleared with this entry? Yeah. Okay. There was a debit of rupees 20 bank charges in the passbook. Means in the passbook the amount is getting reduced by rupees 20 because bank charges is an expenditure, right? So the passbook balance is getting reduced by rupees 20 and the account holder do not know this, and but we need to see the passbook side what is happening. So in the passbook as it is getting reduced, so we need to reduce or deduct the balance, that is debit balance as per cash book, from the debit balance as per cash book. Am I clear? Shravani? Yeah. So next one, there was a credit of rupees 50 in the passbook for interest on current account. So the passbook is getting credited by rupees 50. So it is a receipt to the customer and the passbook is getting increased balance. Since in the passbook the balance is getting increased, therefore we need to add the 50 to the debit balance as per cash book. Am I clear? See, just we need to see what is happening in the passbook. Whether the passbook, because they have given the favorable balance as per cash book, we need to see only that what is happening in the passbook. Whether the passbook, if the passbook is getting decreased, we need to deduct. If the passbook is getting increased or it has an increased balance, then we need to add. Yeah, it is a simple funda you need to understand. If you understand this one problem, you can solve by your own all the remaining problems. Okay, am I clear till here? Is everyone understanding? Any doubts? Shall I stop here and I will take your doubts? Shall I continue? Yeah, okay. So fifth one, an entry of rupees 100 of a payment by a customer direct into the bank appears in the passbook. Means Bunty's customer directly he is coming and making the payment in the bank account of the Bunty, and Bunty is aware of the transaction, but the passbook balance is getting increased by rupees 100 or not. It is increasing by rupees 100. See the payment by a customer. Customer, who is the customer means customer we need to understand from the point of Bunty. We should not see from the point of bank, we should see from the point of Bunty. Bunty's customer went to the bank and deposited amount of rupees 100 into his account. So his passbook balance will get increased, right? Because it is a receipt to Bunty. So it will be credited in the passbook. So as it is a receipt and the passbook balance is getting increased, therefore we need to add that 100 rupees to the debit balance as per cash book. Okay, I'm expecting that I'm clear till here. And next, sixth one, bank column. If anyone has doubt, please stop me. Okay. So bank column, the sixth one, bank column on the payment side of the cash book was found to be overcast by rupees 1000. Found to be overcast means the payment side means, see, we need to understand the cash book found overcast by rupees 1000. So it is on which side he is saying, it is on the payment side. However, if he is recording in his cash book, Bunty, if he is recording in his cash book that excess payment on the payment side, it is no duty of the bank to know the balances from the Bunty and record. Okay, it is a mistake by Bunty that he overcasted the balance on the payment side by rupees 100. He recorded excess of rupees 1000. Okay, he recorded excess of rupees 1000. Therefore, anyhow, in the passbook there will be no change. In the passbook there will be no decrease in the payments, but the will the but the passbook will remain showing the increased balance. Am I right? Passbook still shows the increased balance because 1000 is not 1000 not affected the payment side of the passbook. So the passbook is still showing the increased balance by rupees 1000. Okay, so it needs to be added to the debit balance as per cash book. Am I clear, or shall I repeat once again? Okay, fine. Yeah. Next one, seventh one. Interest on investments amounting to rupees 200 collected by the bank appeared in the passbook. Means it is a receipt to the Bunty. It is a receipt to the Bunty. I'll take the name of Bunty because we are using his name since our explanation started. Okay. So Bunty, it is a receipt to the Bunty. So 200 is being credited in the passbook. So passbook balance is getting increased by the receipt of 200. So the 200 should be added to the debit balance as per cash book in the PRS. Okay. So next, eighth one. Insurance payment of rupees 300 paid by the bank on behalf of merchant appeared in the passbook. On behalf of the merchant means none other than Bunty. On behalf of Bunty, the bank is making the direct payment. Okay, so the passbook balance is getting decreased by this payment. Therefore, in the it is to be reduced to the from the debit balance as per cash book. Am I clear till here? Okay. So it is about the first problem, and you need to add and subtract those amounts, whatever we have discussed. And at last, you should get the positive, that is a positive balance. You should get always a positive balance. If you get the positive balance, then it will be the credit balance as per passbook. Or if at all in the at the initial stage of the problem, if they give credit balance as per passbook, then at the end you need to get the opposite side, means the debit balance as per cash book. Always you should get a positive amount. If you are not getting the positive amount, you then that balance represents the overdraft balance, either as per passbook or as per cash book, according to the question. Okay, am I clear till here? Anyone any doubts in this problem? Yeah, see, these are very simple problems. You might have understood now. These are very simple problems. You can do it easily. Okay. So we will go to the next problem, that is problem 3. Okay. On 31st March 2008, my cash book showed a bank balance of rupees 5,700. They did not give anything. Either it is a debit balance or it is a credit balance. So we need to assume always it is a debit balance as per cash book. Okay. Debit balance means as debit balance as per cash book means it is always a favorable balance to the customer. Therefore, it is a debit balance as per cash book. So the first one, checks worth rupees 1500. Checks worth rupees 1500 were deposited by me in the bank account on 28th March, that is in the month of March. However, no credit was given until 31st March 2008. On 1st April 2008, bank gave a credit of rupees 1500 and debited rupees 500 being written off one check. See, it is a separate transaction, so keep it aside. 500, keep it aside. Let us see about 1500. What is happening with 1500? So it is a transaction of 31st or 28th March, but it is being debited, sorry, deposited by being credited into the bank account on 1st April 2008. So since the passbook balance is showing the decreased balance because it is 1500 is a receipt to to the Bunty, but it is not being credited in the passbook in the month of March. So the passbook is showing less balance in the month of March. Yes, the passbook is showing the less balance. Therefore, we need to deduct 1500 rupees from the balance as per cash book. Did you understand? Yes. So next, okay, 1500 is a receipt to Bunty. So 1500 check he deposited. He deposited into the bank. Means bank account debit to cash account. So bank should get debited in the books of accounts, that is in the cash book, and it should get credited in the passbook. Means credit balance is always a favorable balance to the customer, so it should get credited in the passbook, but it is not getting added in the passbook in the month of March because it is a receipt, and the passbook will be showing the decreased balance. If we would have added 1500 to the passbook in the month of March only, so the passbook will be showing the increased balance by rupees 1500, but the same has not happened in the month of March, but it is getting added in the month of April, that is on April 1st. So in the month of March, the passbook is showing the reduced balance only by rupees 1500. So that is the reason we need to deduct. Since the passbook is showing the decreased balance, we need to deduct 1500 rupees from the balance as per cash book. Am I clear, Shravani? Shall I repeat once again, everyone? Okay, fine. So next, 500, and there is a separate one that once different transaction, and debited 500 being written off one check. See, rupees 500, the debit return off one check is on 1st April 2008. They use the terminology on 1st April 2008, bank gave a credit of 1500. That 1500 we have finished. That 1500 relates to the transaction of 28th March. But This separate transaction, that is a debited rupees 500 being written off one check, is a separate transaction and it is not related to the month of March, and it is being debited as on 1st April 2008, and we are preparing the BRS as at 31st March 2008. So it is nowhere related to the BRS of 31st March. So that 500 will not have any relation to the BRS as at 31st March 2008. So we can conclude here that however rupees 500 debit return of one check is on 1st April 2008, but we are preparing BRS as on 31st March 2008. Therefore, it will not have any effect and on the BRS as at 31st March. Okay, am I clear? Yes. So next third one, that is there is a second one, sorry. I had issued checks amounting to rupees 1000 before 31st March, of which I find rupees 400 have been debited in the passbook after 1st April. Means the passbook balance is still showing an increased balance by rupees 400 in the month of March. This it would have been debited in the month of March only, but it is being debited in the month of April, so the passbook is getting reduced in the month of April, but in the month of March it is still showing the increased balance by rupees 400. Okay, actually it would have been decreased in the month of March, but it is not getting decreased, but still the passbook is showing the increased balance. So the rupees 400 should be added to the balance as per cash book. Okay. Is it boring and are you understanding or are you getting confused? I'm not getting anything. Okay. Cool. I'll continue. There is a credit of rupees 75 for the interest in the passbook. Okay. There is a credit of rupees 75 for interest in the passbook which remains to be adjusted. Which remains to be adjusted means the passbook balance is getting increased by rupees 75. Okay, the passbook is showing higher balance, but no adjustment has been made in the cash book. But the passbook is showing the increased balance by rupees 75 because it is a credit. Okay, so it is a receipt in the passbook. So we need to add this amount to the balance as per cash book since the passbook is showing the increased balance. Okay, this is about the third one. And fourth one, I find a debit of rupees 10 in respect of charges in the passbook which I have adjusted in the cash book as on 31st March. 31st March, rupees 10 debit of charges in the passbook of this adjustment made in the cash book as on 31st March 2008 itself. See, in the passbook they have debited and in the cash book they have credited of rupees 10. They recognize the expenses in both passbook and cash book as on 31st March itself. Therefore, it will not have any effect on the BRS because it is not a difference amount. There is no difference arising between the passbook and cash book as on 31st March 2008 because adjustment has been made in both the books. Therefore, no adjustment is required because it is already adjusted as on 31st March itself. Okay. So next, fifth one. I find in debit in the passbook on 2nd April in respect of a check paid in by me on 31st March and which has been disordered. See, debit of passbook on 2nd April in respect of check paid by Bunty on 31st March and which has been dishonored, but it is made on 31st March. But it is made on 31st March means in both books, that is in the cash book and passbook, entry would have been adjusted. Okay, entry would have been adjusted because they are saying that I find the debit in the passbook on 2nd April in respect of check paid in by me on 31st March. Means check is paid on 31st March itself. Okay, but the dishonor of the check is being done, that the dishonor has been taken place, the dishonor has taken place on 2nd April. So, and dishonor of the bill on 2nd April is after the March. Therefore, no adjustment is required because the dishonor has taken place on 2nd April, but the check is issued on 31st March, and there is no transaction relating to the check issued on 31st March. But they have given the details of dishonor of check. But it is a thing that already adjustment would have been made in both the books. It is only the transaction related to the dishonor of the check as on 2nd April. As we are preparing BRS for the month of March, therefore no adjustment is required for this transaction in the books. Okay. Are you cleared or else shall I repeat? Okay. So next one. I find a debit of rupees 15 in the passbook for interest on temporary overdraft. Overdraft balance in the passbook means it is nothing but the customer has taken or withdrawn excess amount from the bank. So he need to pay the interest. That is, Bunty need to pay the interest every month accordingly, according to the rates of interest. Okay. So 15 is debited in the passbook. Therefore, passbook is showing the reduced balance. The 15, the same amount should be reduced from the cash book. So the 15, the amount should be reduced. Okay. So the next one. There is a debit of rupees 400 in the passbook for interest on investments collected by the bank on my behalf. Means on the behalf of Bunty, bank is collecting the interest on investments. Interest on investments is, sorry, passbook for interest on investments collected by bank on so there is a debit actually. So it should be a credit because the interest on investments is the income to the Bunty. It should be a credit in the passbook. But the banker, it is a type 3 difference. Banker is making the mistake here, that is error here, that he is recording the credit transaction as a debit transaction. 400 is actually a receipt. Therefore, it should be credited to the passbook, but it is being debited in the passbook. So, first thing we need to do is to rectify this entry. We need to rectify this debit as a credit. Okay, in the passbook, it is already debited. So now we need to add this amount in the passbook by rupees 400. Okay, first we need to rectify the entry. So for rectification, we need to add rupees 400 in the passbook. Okay, the passbook should be get added by rupees 400. Means now the passbook is showing the less balance, right? Before adding this 4, the rectification should be passbook should get added by rupees 400. But before adding, the passbook is showing less balance. Therefore, it should in BRS it should be reduced. The 400 it should be reduced. Okay. In this transaction only there will be another transaction, that is after rectification the banker need to recognize the actual receipt of 400. Are you understanding? It is actually a single entry, but due to the rectification, we need to do the adjustments two times. Okay, it is a single entry. I will once again repeat, okay? So the banker has to credit the amount of rupees 400. But what he has done is he has debited the amount. He has debited the amount by rupees 400. Means what? The income is getting reduced or the balance is getting reduced in the passbook. because he is debiting the passbook. Actually, it should be credited. So, first transaction is the banker needs to rectify this transaction. Okay, that rectification is a books of accounts part. But as a part of BRS, we are preparing the BRS. Before rectifying this transaction, passbook is showing the reduced balance. Otherwise, it would have shown a increased balance by rupees to 400. Okay, now it is showing the reduced balance of rupees 400. So, since the passbook is showing the reduced balance of 400, as a rectification part, we need to reduce in the BRS. We need to reduce the amount 400 in the BRS. And the second part of this question is the banker needs to actually credit the interest income in the passbook, but he did not. So that income portion also we need to add to the passbook. Okay, but the banker is not adding to the passbook. He did not add it to the passbook. So now the passbook is showing reduced balance of rupees 400. So again we need to reduce the balance of rupees 400 to reconcile the interest income part. Okay, there are two transactions, there are two adjustments in this. One 400 is for rectification. Rectification of the mistake or the error the banker has done. And the second part of this question is recognizing the interest income in the passbook. So the recognizing the interest income by the banker has not been done in the passbook. So to recognize such amount, we are again reducing the 400 rupees. Since the passbook is showing reduced balance of 400 of actual income, therefore we need to again reduce rupees 400 from the passbook. So 400 of rectification and 400 is of interest income. Total comes to 800. We need to reduce from the BRS, that is balance as per cash book. From the balance as per cash book, we need to reduce rupees 800. Are you getting? Yes. Okay. 8 to 1. A bill receivable for rupees 700 discounted with bank for rupees 690 in February 2008 has been dishonored as on 31st March 2008. So, here bills receivable is rupees 700 as on 31st March 2008. But in February, rupees 690 discounted with bank. Ante means what? Means it it is been adjusted in both books of accounts, ante cash book and passbook in the February month itself. Okay, bill is actually discounted in the month of February, so it has been adjusted in the month of February itself. But later on, in the month of March, bill receivable got dishonored. So the bank will be the first party who comes to know the bill is dishonored, right? Because the bank is going to collect the amount from the third party on behalf of Bunty. So bank is the first party who comes to know whether the bill is honored or dishonored. So it should be recorded first. It will get recorded in the passbook, which is that is bill is dishonored, which is discounted by the customer with the bank in February 2008. So on dishonor of the bill receivable, bank would have deducted the amount of rupees 700. Bank would have collected or deducted the amount of rupees 700 from the customer account with whom the bank has taken the bills receivable in February 2008. Until see, if the bank will know that the bill got dishonored. The bank will come to know that bill got dishonored. So what bank will do? The third from the bank has not collected the bill from third party. So now it will come to Bunty and say, Bunty, the bill which you have given in the February month, it got dishonored by your customer. So on behalf of your customer, Bunty, you need to pay the amount of 700 of the bill amount which we have gave you in the on the discount basis in the month of February 2008. So now the bank will collect the amount of rupees 700 from Bunty from his account. Therefore, bank will directly deduct the amount of rupees 700 from the Bunty account Therefore, in the passbook of Bunty, the amount is getting reduced by rupees 700 because the bank has collected the amount from the Bunty due to the failure of the third party collection. Therefore, the bank will now show the reduced balance of rupees 700. So now the 700 should be deducted from the balance as per cash book. Is this entry is cleared? Is this difference amount is cleared? It is also one of the tricky one. Can I continue with the next one? Okay. I also find that the check of rupees 70 which I had debited in the bank account in my book has been omitted to be banked. Means here Bunty has means see here the rupees 70 check which Bunty has debited in the bank account in his books means in the cash book or in the bank column he's nothing but cash book bank column, but he did not give check to the bank. He did not give the check to the bank means he recorded the receipt means he debited in his books means he recorded the receipt in his books, but he did not submitted that to the bank. If at all he might have submitted to the bank would have credited the account of Bunty means the passbook balance would have increased. But due to the omission done by the Bunty, the passbook balance is still showing a reduced amount of 70 because the receipt has not been recorded in the passbook. Therefore, the passbook is showing the reduced balance. We need to deduct the amount from the balance as per cash book. Okay, I am done with the second problem. So if anyone, sorry, third problem, if anyone is having any doubts, you can raise now itself. Can I continue with the problem 4? So now the problem 4. From the following particulars, prepare a bank reconciliation statement as on 31st March 2008. On 31st March 2008, Bunty's passbook or merchant's passbook showed a credit balance of rupees 500. Here the credit balance is as per passbook. Debit balance of cash book and credit balance of passbook is always a favorable balance to the customer. Therefore, from this we can say that the passbook is showing the credit balance. Therefore, it is a favorable balance to the customer. Now we need to see what is happening in the cash book. Whether the cash book is showing the increased balance or whether the cash book is showing the decreased balance. Okay, once again, once again, debited were debited to his account after 1st April 2008. There was a debit in the after 1st April 2008. So checks issued before 31st March means the Bunty has issued the checks. What might be the entry in the cash book? Receiver account debit to bank account, right? So the cash book balance is decreasing by rupees 1500, that is in the month of March. But in the passbook, the same amount is debited, that is 515 is debited after 1st April 2008. However, we need to see the balance in the cash book, whether it is increasing or decreasing. Since the cash book balance is showing the decreased balance, then deduct the 515 from the passbook balance. Okay. Since we have credited the bank account in the books of accounts, that is in the cash book. So now the cash book is showing the reduced balance. Therefore, now we need to reduce the 515 amount from the passbook. Okay. I'm expecting that I'm clear till here. So next one. There was a debit in the passbook of rupees 30 in respect of bank charges. In respect of bank charges, that is a debit in the passbook directly, but there is no such transaction in the cash book recorded. So now it is an expenditure to the Bunty, but he has not recorded in the books of accounts. So the cash book might have showing the exceeding balance, means increased balance in the cash book. So we need to add this bank charges to the credit balance as per passbook. Okay, so the next one, credit of rupees 25 on the current account, but it was interest on current account, but it was not recorded in the cash book. So it is an income, so it might have recorded in the passbook, credit side of the passbook, but the income is not recorded in the cash book. So the cash book now is showing the reduced balance since the income is not recorded in the cash book on the debit side. So we need to reduce this amount since the cash book is showing the reduced balance. Am I clear with problem 3? Sorry, problem 4. Okay. So next, problem 5. Next, on 31st March 2008, your bank passbook showed a balance of rupees 12,000 to your credit. To your credit means it is a credit balance. Credit balance in the passbook, it is a favorable balance. So we need to see what is happening in the cash book, whether the cash book is showing the reduced or increased balance. So the first transaction, before that date, you issued checks of rupees 1600 to your customers, but they had they have not presented them for payment. Means in the books of Bunty, it might be Bunty issued the checks to the customers for the payment, but they have not presented. Means checks issued but not presented for payment. Cash book is showing less balance because Bunty has issued the check, but the customers has not deposited in the bank. But Bunty has decreased the amount in the cash book. Now the cash book is showing the reduced balance since he had made the payment and since he recorded the transactions that he had issued the check to the customers. Therefore, the cash book is showing the reduced balance. The amount of 1600 needs to get deducted from the credit balance as per passbook. Okay. So the next one, you also received a check of rupees. You also received, yes, getting headache. Please. Shravani, if you're getting headache, you can leave. Shravani, more two problems to go. That's it. 6 and 7. I will only discuss sub. Okay, okay, cool. Only two problems to go. You had also received a check of rupees 320, which although entered by you in the bank column of the cash book, was omitted to be paid into the bank. Means it is a receipt to the Bunty. He has recorded in the bank column, but he did not present it. Means in the cash book, he recorded the receipt, means the cash book balance has got increased. So now the cash book is showing the increased balance. Therefore, we need to add this amount to the credit balance as per passbook. Okay, so the next one, on 31st March, a check of rupees 500 received by you was paid into the bank, but the same was omitted to be entered into the cash book. Means it is a receipt. It is a receipt on 31st March that is of amount 500, but not recorded by the Bunty in his book, that is in the cash book, and it is not submitted to the bank as well. Means in cash book no entry and in bank also no entry. So there is no matter of difference only between both the books. Are you getting? Am I clear? That there is no matter of difference itself. Because in cash book, Bunty has not recorded and he neither submitted to the bank as well. So no entry in the cash book and no entry or no any transaction affected in the passbook. Therefore, no effect in both the books. No difference arises between both the books regarding this 500 amount. So no effect of this transaction or this difference, or it is not a difference actually, so no effect of this amount should be shown in the BRS. Okay, so next one, there was a credit of rupees 170 interest on current account. It is a credit of interest in the current account. So it is done, it might have done in the passbook, but it is not recorded in the cash book because the credit of interest will be knowing first to the bank. So bank will credit our passbook, but it is not, it might have not debited in the cash book. So it is a receipt to the Bunty. So he has not recorded the receipt in the books of account, and the cash book might have showing the reduced balance. Therefore, we need to reduce the amount of rupees 170. Okay, so the next one, a debit of rupees 20 for bank charges. Bank charges is an expenditure, and in the passbook, the bank might have deducted these charges directly. So the Bunty might have not known this about this transaction, and since this is an expenditure which is not recorded in the cash book, that is on the credit side, and the cash book is not reduced, means it is showing the increased balance when compared to the passbook of rupees 20. Therefore, we need to add this amount 20 to the balance as per passbook. Okay, am I clear with this problem 5? Am I clear? So next we go to the problem 6. It is the last problem of this session. So we will be taking this problem. And the next problems are on the basis of overdraft balances as per cash book or passbook. So we will discuss this overdraft problems in the tomorrow session if possible. And today we have completed the favorable balance problems. If we finish this problem 6. Okay, this is the last problem. Problem 6. On 31st March 2008, the passbook of Messrs. Thin and Short showed a balance of rupees 2000 at a bank. They have not given anything here. They have not given it is a debit or a credit balance. So we always assume a favorable balance to the customer. Favorable balance in the passbook means credit balance as per passbook. Therefore, credit balance as per passbook is rupees 2000. Next, they had sent checks amounting to rupees 10,000 to the bank before 31st March, but it appears from the passbook that checks worth 9,000 had been credited before that date. Means 10,000 is the receipt to the Bunty, or else measures Finon short. Okay, it is a receipt. And if these checks are submitted to the bank, from this 10,000, 9,000 had been recorded in the month of March itself. So up to the amount of 9,000, there will not arise any difference. Okay, up to the amount of 9,000. But remaining 1,000 rupees, that is out of 10,000, remaining 1,000 rupees, there is no effect of this in the books of a passbook. In the passbook, 1,000 has not recorded in the passbook. Therefore, the cash book is showing the increased balance because 10,000 is the receipt. It already recorded in the cash book. So 10,000 is recorded, and but in the passbook there is only recorded record of 9,000. Therefore, 1,000 receipt is showing excess in the passbook as on the 31st March 2008. Therefore, we need to add this amount of rupees 1,000 to the credit balance as per passbook. To the credit balance as per passbook. Okay. Okay. So I'm continuing. Rupees 5,000 issued during the month of March. Checks for rupees 4,000 were presented and paid in the month of April. Means out of the amount of 5,000 issued during the March, it is an expenditure to the Bunty or Messrs. Thin and Short. So it is it is credited in the cash book 5,000, but out of that 5,000 only 1,000 is recorded in the books of passbook, sorry, in the passbook in the month of March, and remaining 4,000 were presented and paid in the month of April. Means that in the month of March cash book has already recorded, so cash book has already recorded the expenditure, hence the cash book is showing the reduced balance. Therefore, we can say that cash book is showing the reduced balance. Therefore, the amount should get deducted by rupees 4,000. Yes, this is the transaction. Oh, this is the solution of the second one. And the next one, rupees 320 as premium on the joint life policy according to the standing instructions. According to the standing instructions, means it is a joint life policy premium amount is an expenditure to the Bunty, and it is deducted on the basis of instructions directly by the bank. This is a type 2 difference. Okay, you need to correlate so that you will remember the answer as well. Okay, so 320 as a premium, it is an expenditure, so it is being deducted or being debited in the passbook. No effect has been shown in the cash book in the month of March. Therefore, the expenditure is not yet deducted in the cash book, means the cash book is showing the means increased balance because of this expenditure not recorded. So 320 not recorded in the cash book means cash book is showing the increased balance. Therefore, add to the bank balance, that is credit balance as per passbook. Okay, the next one, rupees 2000 against the promissory note as per the instructions. Means as per the instructions of measure, thin and short. So the bank has paid on the promissory note. The bank has deducted the amount on the promissory note on the instructions given as per the instructions given by the customer, Bunty or measure, thin and short. So it is an expenditure as it is recorded in the passbook but not recorded in the cash book, and the cash book is showing the increased balance because this is the expenditure that would have been recorded in the cash book but not recorded. So it is to be added to the passbook balance, that is the amount of rupees 2000. So it needs to get added to the passbook balance. So the next one, that is the bank had charged as interest rupees 50, means it is the interest charges bank has deducted from the passbook balance, but no effect has been given in the cash book. It is a direct entry done by the bank itself. So the cash book is showing the highest balance, means increased balance of rupees 50 because it not yet recorded the expenditure in the book, in the cash book. Bunty has not recorded the rupees 50 in his cash book still. So the rupees 50 needs to get added because the cash book balance is showing higher increased balance. So the rupees 50 needs to get added, and the bank had charged incidental expenses of rupees 20, means it is also an expenditure. It is getting deducted in the books of in the passbook, but it is not showing any effect. But Bunty has not recorded in his book that expenditure, so the Bunty's books are still showing rupees 20 excess. So it is showing excess or increased balance. So the amount of rupees 20 needs to get added to the bank balance as per passbook. Okay, balance as per passbook. Next one. There was no entry in the cash book for the payment of interest, etc. Okay, this is relating to the previous transaction. Next one. A bill sent for collection was returned dishonored on 28th March amounting to rupees 600. See, basically we don't record a bill sent for collection in the cash book or in the passbook. We will record only the realizing amount on this bill. These type of bills, okay. This is a bill sent for bill sent for collection. So it is not a transaction. It is generally sent to the third party by the bank or the Bunty to the bank. Bunty to the bank is sent the bill for collection, but the third party dishonored. It is not a bill receivable. It is only the bill. On behalf of Bunty, bank will collect this amount from the third party. It is bill receivable is different and bill sent for collection is different. Okay, this is separate concept. Okay, but just remember that bill sent for collection is not a bill receivable and it is not a transaction. It is just a bill sent by the Bunty to the bank to collect from his customer on behalf of him. He is instructing to the bank. So that bill got dishonored. So here no transaction has been recorded, no transaction will be recorded in the cash book on bill sent for collection, or no transaction will be recorded in the passbook till the bill is get is till the bill is got collected. Till the bill got collected, no amount will be recorded in both the books. Therefore, it will not have any effect on the books of account or in the passbook. Means no entry, no effect, no difference will arise. Therefore, it is not a BRS item. Therefore, no, not considering that point in the BRS. Okay, till here I'm clear. Okay, in this problem, you see in the last you will be getting overdraft balance as per cash book. As I told you while doing problem number 2, that is, we should always get a positive balance at the end. If we don't get, see, they have given credit balance as per passbook. So at last we need to get a positive balance plus a debit balance as per cash book. So the terminology will be used, we will use a debit balance as per cash book. But here we are getting the negative balance. See, we got 2000 is the passbook balance plus 3390. 3390 is the amount that we need to add. So the total comes to 5390, and the amount which we need to deduct is minus 5390 minus 5800. We will get minus 410. So here we are getting the negative balance. So since we are getting the negative balance, we will refer this negative balance as overdraft balance, and it is the overdraft balance as per cash book. Okay, it is the overdraft balance as per cash book. Till here, am I clear? Okay, thank you for listening me.